All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Memphis Egyptians and the New York Jets. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Come on, let's go.
On second down, Michelle. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a pitch out to Michelle. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Go!
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Again, this is Michelle. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
14,
now Wilson. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the second-round pick in 2018.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Gotta go.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Memphis with the ball here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ground, Michelle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On third down, Wilson. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Check 50, check 50. 36 power. Front left, front left. Go 14.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And they will run it with Michel. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Sony Michel, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now. 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Bryant. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at
2nd down and 10. Darnold finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, look at 56.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney! Over!
Darnold to throw again. Out left side here to Bryant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Faking the give, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Darnold underneath. This is Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
On 4th down, Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. This time Wilson will throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And now out come the Jets. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Detroit!
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On first down, it's Darnold. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Darnold. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Martavis Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to let it go again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On first down, Darnold. That's complete. Bernard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Here's Darnold. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to have a third down.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Bernard. And an alley to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. This is Juszczyk. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
On the ground is Michel. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. He's got the first down and more past the 40. 30, 20, 10, touchdown. Sonny Michel, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He drops it off for Bernard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. Off of play action, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. Back now here on EA Sports. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 28 yards. And the Jets are going to take the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They're running it. It's Michel. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, when you got a running back who's already gone over 100 yards for the game, you can bet he'll be involved on 4th and short. He's been tough for this defense to hit.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown. Sony Michel with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Fielded about a yard deep. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throw left side complete. It's Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gone! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney!
The first carry for Elijah McGuire. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
The sneak good for 2, but it's still going to set up a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jordan Leggett punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Come on, let's go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Back to throw. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. Here we go with Michel. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So out now come the Jets. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Bernard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Again, here's Bernard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now here's whistles and another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now if they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellows got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
He's back to throw. Finding room at the 30. Got a man. That's Allison. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Shotgun. 19. Let's go, 14.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Jets, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.